If you've never heard of the container concept before, it's worth checking out. Basically, it's saying that you don't have to be the bad guy. You don't have to be the one to make the decision of how many of something you can keep. As long as you have enough items to fit in this container and no more, then you're fine. But if your drawers are hard to push in because you've got too much overflowing within your container, then you probably need to go through them to get rid of some so that it's not so overwhelmingly full. I'll show you what I mean. Hello everyone, if we've never met before, my name is Amanda and I'm with A Little More Simple, where I hope to help your life feel a little more simple, one small decision, habit, or process at a time. Today what we're going to be talking about is all of the items that don't count towards the Project 333. Those items include loungewear, sleepwear, exercise clothing, sentimental jewelry, and underwear. What I want to talk about with these kind of items is even though these don't count towards your 33 items, there are ways that you can keep these numbers a little smaller so that you're not so overwhelmed with the excess. You can see here that I have just my 3 drawers from my cube shelf over there. I'm going to show you how I keep everything contained within these 3 drawers, but still keep it organized. This drawer holds my underwear. In the top row, I have my socks. If my socks won't fit inside of this container that I have in my drawer, I have too many. My underwear is in the middle section. If my underwear won't fit inside of these cubbies, there's too many. My bras just fit along the side. I have no container for them. But if it gets to be too overwhelming and I have trouble finding the one I'm looking for, I know that there are too many. This next drawer holds my loungewear. You can see that on the top there are several folded shirts. On the bottom I have leggings rolled up. They all fit within this container, so I know that it's not too many. My last drawer holds all of my swimwear. Anything that I don't wear this summer, I'll be donating at the end of the season. Well everyone, when I went to edit my video, I realized that I forgot to wrap up at the very end of my previous video. So this is me going back and making sure that I touch base on the container concept and make sure you guys really understand that very well, because it is a tool that you can use in many different areas of your home. So earlier when I said that the container would be the bad guy and you didn't have to be the bad guy, what exactly does that mean? It just means that you're going to decide on a size of a container and you're going to let the container decide how much can stay. That is the container. That's the boundary. You have to stop there. So if you have a whole drawer that you want to fill with socks, that's fine. If that is your sock drawer and you want to fill that sock drawer up completely with socks, that is your choice. But if you're allotting that drawer to socks, let that be the cutoff. Don't say, oh, well, I have a few extras and maybe I could put socks in with another item of clothing. Don't do that. Use the container concept to your benefit and have that be simple. If you get to a point where your containers are getting too full, you want to actually go through and part with some of your items so that you can make the container concept work for you and fit all of your items in there. As I showed you before, these are the cubes that I use. They are pretty big, pretty deep, and so it can be very difficult to keep things contained within there and make it feel organized. I use these to kind of sub-organize them to make sure that it doesn't get too crazy in there, because if I just threw all of these things in there, it could be very easy for things to get a little hectic or out of control and not really know where things are. So right now my container is pretty much full for my socks and my underwear, so I would not want any more than this. And so that helps with people like me who would just have drawers and drawers of clothing before and multiple closets full of clothing. Picking a container and sticking to that container size is going to help you so much in the long run, because you're not trying to decide, oh, well, should I get more of something? No, if it's not going to fit in my container, it's not going to work. Let me know down in the comments, do you have any drawers in your house that are like, ooh, and you could benefit from the container concept? If so, let me know what drawers are hard for you to close. I know in one of my other videos, I had someone comment that they had some clothing drawers that just were really hard to close, and that was kind of like a, oh, maybe I should go through these and get rid of some so that I'm not having to fight my laundry when I'm putting it away to just close it easily. If you're having to wrestle with your laundry, you might want to think about the container concept. If you found any helpful nuggets in this video, a like is the highest compliment that you can give me. And if you've ever been in someone else's home and you know that they're having trouble closing some of their drawers, whether it be clothing, kitchen, toys, anything like that, you might want to bring up the container concept to them or share this video and just be like, hey, watch this, and you might get some insight into how you won't be stressed out about your drawers anymore. Stay tuned for kids, books, and toys. Those are coming up next. Until next time, keep it simple, sunshine.